Women are always observing even when you think they're not. The way you walk, the way you carry yourself, and even how you interact with others. These things don't go unnoticed. Some women won't say it out loud, but their actions will show you exactly how they feel. Today, I'm revealing the 8 signs you are a real eye-catcher for girls. Clear signals that you're making a lasting impression without adventuring. And here's the kicker. Sign number 7 is something most guys overlook, but it's one of the strongest clues that is into you. Stick around, you don't want to miss it. Let's dive in. Sign number 1, you catch their glance more often. Once there's you catch their glance more than once. Something powerful about a second glance. It's silent, but it speaks volumes. When girls keep looking your way, especially when they think you're noticing, that's more than just casual curiosity. It's attraction in motion. One glance can easily be chalked up to coincidence. Maybe you were just in her line of sight. But if it happens again, and especially a third time, that's when you know you've made an impression. It means something about your presence, your look, your energy, your vibe is standing out in a way that's hard for her to ignore. It's instinctual. She's drawn in without even realizing how often she's doing. They fix their posture. For instance, imagine you're sitting at a cafe and you notice a girl at their table who looks over at you. At first you think nothing of it, but then it happens again a few minutes later and again. 1. You're about to leave shadows and approach, but her eyes keep finding their way back to you. That's not an accident, my friend. That's visual chemistry. That's a quiet way of saying you've caught my eye without her ever having to say a word. Number 2, they fix their posture. When you walk in, your presence changes the energy in the room, and their body language gives it away. One of the clearest signs you're an eye catcher is when girls suddenly straighten up the moment you walk in. It's like their posture resets. Slouch shoulders become upright. They smooth out their clothes, fix their hair, or suddenly adjust their makeup or jewelry. These small actions might seem casual, but they're often unconscious signals that they want to look their best in front of you. It's not always about vanity, it's about attraction. The way you carry yourself has sparked something, and now they're trying to match your vibe. For example, you might walk into a classroom or a lounge and notice a girl shift in her seat. Maybe she was relaxed and leaning back, but the second you walk in, she sits up straighter, flips her hair, and even checks her phone camera like a mirror. That's not random, it's a reaction to you. It's her way of saying, I see you, and I want you to see me at my best. You get compliments on your style. 3rd, you get compliments on your style or scent. Gentlemen, compliments aren't handed out for nothing. They're often quiet signals wrapped in casual words. When girls talk, it's time to mention your style, your scent, or the way you carry yourself. It means you've made a real impression. Comments like, I like your cologne, or that color looks good on you, may sound simple, but underneath there is solely some attraction. Most people don't bother pointing out details unless those details stand out in a way that draws them in. It shows they've taken notice, not just of what you're wearing, but how you wear it. Your presence has sparked a positive reaction, and instead of keeping it to themselves, they want you to know you're doing something right. These types of compliments are their way of saying you've got something without having to spell it out. It means you're at just another face in the room you're at, one they remembered for. They start conversations for no real reason. Small talk isn't always small. It can be a subtle doorway into connection. When girls start conversations that seem random or unnecessary, it often means there's more going on beneath the surface. Questions like, is this seat taken? Or do you know what time the event starts? They start random conversations. Might sound casual, but they're usually just excuses to break the ice. These moments aren't about the answer, they're about creating a reason to be near you and spark interaction. It's their way of testing the waters, trying to see how you're spent, and possibly hoping the short exchange turns into something longer. This kind of effort shows curiosity and interest. They're choosing to engage you, and they could easily ask someone else or figure it out on their own. That choice alone says a lot. When it keeps happening, it's not luck, it's attraction trying to find a way to reveal itself without being too obvious. Number 5, they seem nervous or jitty around you. Confidence can be loud, but nervous energy speaks just as clearly when attraction is involved. One of the biggest giveaways they seem nervous or jitty around you. That your eye catcher is when a girl seems noticeably nervous or overly giggly around you. Her voice might get a little higher, her laugh might come a little too quickly, or she might start fidgeting with her hands, hair, or jewelry. These aren't signs that she's uncomfortable with you. Instead, they're signs that she's hyper-aware of your presence and trying to keep it together. It's like her brain is telling her to stay cool, but her body is reacting to how strongly she feels drawn to you. 4, Instance, let's say you start talking to a girl who's usually confident and composed around others, but with you she stumbles over her words, can't seem to maintain steady eye contact, and laughs a little too hard at things that aren't that funny. That shift in behavior is a signal you've thrown her off her usual game in the best way possible, and that means she's definitely into you. 6. They ask for help with small tasks. Sometimes they ask for help with small tasks. The smallest requests speak the loudest about attraction. When girls ask for help with small tasks, things that don't really require your assistance, it's a subtle way of creating a connection and showing they feel drawn to you. These little moments are more than just about the task itself. They're opportunities to interact, to share a brief moment, and to make you notice them too. Asking for help with something simple like carrying a bag or reaching for something out of reach is a gentle invitation to get involved in their world, even if just for a second. It's an accurate way of saying, I want to be close to you, without having to say I too tried. The fact that they choose you out of everyone around shows that your presence has caught their attention and made them feel comfortable enough to reach out. This kind of subtle everyday interaction can be one of the most authentic signs that you're an eye catcher, because it comes naturally.